You know, with the Boise River running above flood stage and spilling over in places, how much can we expect to see the river rise over the next few weeks? KBOI2 Scott Logan talked to river managers and has their answers.
The Boise River is running wide, high, and fast, but river managers are content to leave the level alone for now. The Boise River system, made up of the 3 reservoirs at Anderson Ranch, Arrow Rock, and Lucky Peak, is currently about 54% full. Is that enough room?
We think so. Yeah, I mean, we're anticipating that will be sufficient room. Irrigation will be starting up pretty soon, so that'll start taking some additional water out of the system as well.
The river should hold steady at about 7,750 cubic feet per second. Flood stage is 7,000 cubic feet per second. And the Bureau of Reclamation and the Army Corps of Engineers are comfortable with that level for the near future.
Of course, we'll have to react to whatever comes up, any unusual weather events or heavy rain or extremely warm temperatures, things like that.
Current snowpack for today is the highest since 1997.
One thing for sure, there's still a lot of snow in the high country waiting to melt into the Boise River system. Water supply specialist Ron Abramovich says the mountains are essentially their own natural reservoir.
So we're forecasting not quite twice normal volumes to melt and come through the Boise River system this year. That's what everybody's getting in shape for, to balance the reservoirs and the stream flows.
The big unknown is how quickly or slowly that melt will happen.
Now, managing the Boise River is a balancing act, Scott tells us, to keep the river at a high level high enough anyway, that it won't cause a lot of flooding, but will still create the space in the reservoirs to avoid a lot of flooding in the spring. Well, to put the flow rates in perspective, here is a partial list of the highest crests on the river at the Glenwood Bridge since the Weather Service began keeping records. The river flow topped nearly 10,000 cubic feet per second. That was back in June of 1983, big year for floods all around the Intermountain West. And it translates to about 13.5 feet of depth there. Now, the second highest flow was 8,300 feet, and that was May of 1998.